Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Down here for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the right. It's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
This is a third and long. Running back goes in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run it from the gun.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Pressure coming. What a snag by the defense. Touchdown, Vandy. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest. Takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Just one of those mistakes. It can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. And the Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
The corners are walked up tight. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions. This game, he's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, personnel groupings, and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Wide out in motion. The play action fake. Now improvising. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive, almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown Doors! And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. From the gun. Coming after him. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He finds his man. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Fires to the tight end. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that 1st.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, That potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
They'll try the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
All right, the offense wanted a 1st down there, but they got the completion, and now it sets up a 4th down situation where it's manageable. I can accomplish it, and yes, I'm going for it.
Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdown, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Finds him out of the backfield. There to make the stop, and he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Vanderbilt, 14. Washington State, 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Here we go.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Trying to run, it's Alexander. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Rice came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Houston had to sweat things out for much of the 2nd half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Complete to the right. Off he goes. Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. On that last drive, drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Looking for space. It's Alexander. The pirouette on the run. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. The inside handoff. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Brown. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 33-yard line before he stops. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll go to the ground. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They're getting this guy lathered up. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
One thing I love about this linebacker. Really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Fast motion from the offense. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Running it back, it's Brown. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
On the option. The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Here's the handoff. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quickly to the tight end. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
Man, tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Floating away. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Purdue delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Big Ten. Trust me when I say the party is on in West Lafayette. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. There he goes to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wazoo! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Vandy. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington State.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got a man. It's Stowers. He's run out of bounds. Got a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Right down the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Washington State, 21.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in a much better field position. Quarterback empties his backfield. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking downfield, it's Mateer trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback. And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gap.
Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception. You turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
He wants to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Now on 1st down from the 30.
3:25.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback will audible. The aerial assault continues. Looking down the middle. Working that left side. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Catch in the middle, it's Stowers. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quick strike complete. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tennessee is in trouble right now, and that Neyland Stadium crowd is letting them hear it. They're trailing by 14 to NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Mateer. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They are getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got his man downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run. And I'm like,
touchdown doors! And the stomping has commenced. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The offense just got overloaded that time by that zone blitz, and they give up the sack.
And the offenses have to identify all these things that go on and do it really, really quickly. And that's why you see so many defenses mix it up between man and zone. And right here, mix in a little zone blitz to show off a little bit more confusion. Good job by the defense.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The 1st down for the offense. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
The sure hands. It's Alexander. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
44-yard line. First down, Commodores. That's the end of the third quarter of play.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Washington State.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The give to the back. Gets away from one. He's got space. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Commodores! And the punishment has been extended. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Freeman. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down.
Razor. Easy.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They're just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He'll start this drive firing. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Good enough for a first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Going over the top. And that pass is caught at the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Cougars want to crank the tempo.
And first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the middle. And he's thrown another interception. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
This offense has a second down play. Quarterback on the keeper. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Commodores decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the...
And the ball is picked off, taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought... this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of it.